guys, taking you along with me today. I'm going on a dig. I'm on my way there now. It may not work out to where I get this stuff. I know that he wants, he obviously, he's done research. He knows what everything's worth. So, he may want more for it than than I can give and make any money. So I will see what I can do, but we're heading that way now. Hopefully it will be a good jazz trip. Hey guys, so that was me on the road. It's funny to watch it back and see. I was really excited but didn't know what to expect out of that collection. So I thought I'd just give you a little bit more background now that I've gone and I've gotten and all that stuff. We did end up getting the collection. Super excited about it. So can't stop smiling. Like, I just been going through the stuff tonight. Really excited. This is a lot of really cool stuff you don't ever see. So I always have the thought, when is the records going to run out? There can't be that many good collections still out there. But the fact that this one wasn't even that far away, it was like 15-20 minutes from the shop, is mind-blowing that it's just been sitting there for all these years. And so I'm really glad to be able to get some of this jazz stuff back out into circulation and get it in some of you guys' hands. So if you don't know me and you don't know my shop, I run Noble Records in Matthews, North Carolina, and the way we do things is we get big collections in sometimes like this, and I keep everybody informed on social media of what I'm going to put out and when. Follow us on Instagram. It's at Noble Records. That is the most important thing. If you don't take anything away from this video other than that, follow us on Instagram. That's how you're going to know how to get your hands on this stuff. And Facebook, if you don't have Instagram, you can go on Facebook. It's just Noble Records. We are not going to be throwing all this out at one time. It's so much stuff that I can't just throw it all out on one weekend, but I'm going to do my best to get a lot out here in a couple weeks. So just really stay tuned. Follow the Instagram pages so you can see where this stuff's going. So just get right to it. Maybe a month ago, really nice guy, and he said he's watched some of my videos. So man, I appreciate you. Really nice guy. Really enjoyed dealing with him. But he came in the shop and he had some really good jazz records and stuff. Just some really cool stuff you don't see very often. Some really normal stuff too. And I was just like, negotiating with him. Really nice guy. He's one of those that, became fast friends with him. He had a great personality, and people like that you go back and forth with, and you can kind of joke around with and have a good time, not take anything too seriously, but still treat people with respect is the main thing. So he came in maybe 4 or 5 times with boxes of records to see what I would offer for him. And each time I would do my best to try to make him happy, really, try to give him the most I could for this stuff. And I guess, during that time we kind of developed a little bit of a rapport, and he knew that I was a, straightforward guy. And he, last time he came in, he said, "Hey man, I got somebody coming on Monday to buy the rest of these records." And I was like, "Man, you please. The kind of stuff he was bringing me. I was like, "You gotta let me come look at this stuff." And he's like, "I already have. I already had an appointment with this guy, and we'll see." Well, he ended up not letting me know, and then I was just so bummed about it. Like, it's all I could think about. I was so upset about it. So then he texted me on Monday, and he said, "Hey man, the other guy bailed. He never showed up or whatever. You want to come look at it?" I'm like, "Yes." So I'm getting ahead of myself. That day, that Friday, he brought this, which is one of my top 2 jazz grails of all time that I never thought I'd get. And that is the Hank Mobley Soul Station. This is an original first press in beautiful condition. And I've cleaned this up. This one, I know y'all are going to be chomping at the bit to get to it, but I am keeping this because I have always wanted it. It is, if you watch my jazz video, my top 10 jazz records, this is one of my, up there in my top 3. I know, I can't remember what order I put them in, but I know that's way up there. Love this record so much. It's fantastic. The lineup is incredible. So he brought that on Friday, and so I was like, what else must be in that collection? Because each time he would bring me something, it'd be a little bit better, and he'd be a little bit better, and a little bit better. So, and in a previous collection, he brought me this, which is Herbie Hancock Inventions and Dimensions original press. really good shape, really nice. So some of the stuff I am showing came from when he brought things into the shop, but 95% of it is stuff that I got from the collection the other day. So all came from the same place. But when I walk in, he's like, all right, I've got this stack right here. This is like the best stuff. This stack is like the second tier best stuff, and then the rest of the stuff is just kind of like mixed in. So in the best stack, here are some that were in the best stack. Now, some of this stuff I'm keeping. Most of it I'm selling. Don't come at me hard after this stuff. I will get rid of some things I like to clean and listen to and enjoy before I let it go. I love records. I have a problem, and but a lot of things I let go eventually. This is one I will not be letting go. When I opened the shop, I had one of these. When I opened the shop, I traded this to a good friend of mine for a bunch of rock records to stock because I needed stock for the shop. And this is a original Saxophone Colossus, Sonny Rollins original press, and it is super, super, super. You could not ask for a cleaner copy of this. It is a really, really nice copy, and when I saw that, I about fell over because if you watch my jazz video, this is in the top 3 as well. And after I sold my last copy, or I traded it for all those records for the shop, I was like, man, I'll never see another one of those again. There it is. So excited. You know, I told the guy that, I was like, man, that's one of those mega ones I've been wanting forever. This is another big one. This one I've decided to sell. I'm not sure when. It will go in the shop first. So basically the things I do sell, I offer them in the store first. So I offer all my locals first dibs on everything. But this is John Jenkins, a Kenny Burrell Blue Note 1573. This is an original press in really good condition. Really, and I don't mean good as in good. I mean like excellent, if you want to go by Goldmine standards. But super, super. I mean, that's a mega grail you never see. Incredible record. I love it, but I can't keep them all. This is one that I've never found. I found a beat up one once, but never found a really clean original. This one, I don't think's ever been played. It was in the shrink, and the way that I pulled the inner sleeve out, the way like there was a corner that was kind of bent in the inner sleeve, the way it just didn't look like it had ever been pulled out before. Cleaned it up, played it, plays flawless. This is an original stereo. Waltz for Debbie, Bill Evans Trio on Riverside. It's another record you just don't come across, you never see. This is something else. Cannonball Adderley, Miles Davis, Hank Jones, Sam Jones, Art Blakey. This is, if you watch my jazz video, it's in the top 10. Incredible record. This is a very first press with the M9 and the dead wax, the ear, RVG, all that stuff. It's all the bells and whistles, and it is super, super clean. Amazing. And this is another one. I about fell over because you just don't see these either. This is Malawi. This is it's on Strata. So this is a Detroit Strata. You see the Strata East. The Strata Easts are really rare, but the Detroit Strata stuff is like astronomically rare. You never see it. And this was actually still sealed. I could not resist myself. I opened it and I listened to it. I cleaned it up, and man, incredible. And if any of you guys get mad at me for opening a sealed record that's, I don't know, 50 years old, that it was made to be listened to, so I don't feel bad about it at all. This is one I'm definitely keeping as well, just because it's, if you've not heard this record, it's a real funky, it's got Latin vibes to it, real funky, and like with mixed in free jazz. It's an incredible record. It's another one you don't really ever see. These are both of the Live at the Cafe Bohemia, both original pressings, volume 1 and 2, and they're super clean. They just keep going. This is Bird's Eye View. I mean, this is on Transition Records. Donald Byrd, Art Blakey, Horace Silver, Hank Mobley, Doug Watkins. I mean, it goes on and on. And this is a decent copy. It's not perfect, but it's nice. It plays well. It's All Morning Long, Red Garland Quintet. Look at the names: John Coltrane, Donald Byrd, Red Garland. It's incredible. On Prestige, great shape. This is an original first Miles Davis. Original 6i stereo, and it is it's got the Adderley misspelling on the front, so it's not a perfect copy, but it's a nice one. This is an original Lee Morgan Sidewinder, great Blue Note release. This is Prestige All Day Long. It's got Frank Foster, Donald Byrd, Kenny Burrell, Doug Watkins, Art Taylor. Tremendous record. Love this. I've listened to this a bunch of times, cleaned it up. Sounds incredible. Just Joe Henderson, Our Thing, original Blue Note. Really good condition. Cleaned that up, listened to it a bunch too. This one I'm definitely putting in my collection. This is John Coltrane, Lush Life. Original press on Prestige. And this is like near mint. Incredible, incredible. John Coltrane's one of my favorites. I mean, if you like jazz, you like Coltrane. This is Jackie's Pal, Jackie McLean Quintet. Really super clean one. You know, been listening to that a bunch too. This one I'm really on the fence about. I shouldn't keep it, but dadgummit, it's good, man. It's good. A Night Dreamer, Wayne Shorter, original press on Blue Note. Fantastic condition. You know, the guy that had these, he was a collector, and he took care of this stuff. I'm going to go through and flip through some things I just kind of pulled. But this stuff he kept in immaculate condition is amazing. You never see jazz in this good shape. This one is Live at Slugs. This is a Strata East. Really great. This is Doug Carney Infidels on Black Jazz. Just an incredible, like a soul jazz, spiritual jazz. This is Blowing the Blues Away, Horace Silver, original press on Blue Note. Incredible condition. Those are all ones, most of those I've cleaned and listened to, and don't know if I'm gonna sell or not. This is a really cool one. Now, he did have a few that were funk soul, not jazz, and this is one, Al Green, Backup Train. Now, if you notice, his name is not spelled how you know it to be spelled. This is the same Al Green. This is before he was signed to High Records. Some of his friends from high school owned this label, Hotline Records, in 1967. He put out this as his debut album. I've never found one in person before, but the ones that I have seen, like online and stuff, have all been just destroyed, terrible condition. This one is near mint in the shrink. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful record. So rare, so incredible. Glad to have that. Here's a few. These aren't like mega grails or anything, but when I picked them out, I'm like, what? You never see this. This is Songs in the Key of Life. Original pressing, still sealed. What? How? How is this still sealed? Amazing to have that still sealed. I can't even believe it. This is the Booker T and the MGs, McElmore Avenue. Every single copy I have of this, and I find, is destroyed. This is still sealed. And this is it's just Gets Gilberto, still sealed. So there was a lot of sealed stuff in this collection. I would say maybe half of the collection is still sealed. Well, 40%. I don't know. There's a lot of the stuff is still sealed. And like a lot of that stuff is like late 60s to early 70s still sealed. So there's a lot of Blue Note Liberty pressings and things like that. I'll get to that when I go through the flip. But here's just a few more real quick. This is Hank Mobley Roll Call. This is an original press. It's in great condition. I need a cover. If anyone has a cover for an original cover, it's one that I would keep for myself, and I'll keep this disc and listen to it. So it had no cover, which is I'm sad about. But this is Horace Parlin, Moving and Grooving, original press, Deep Groove, and I need a cover. So just if y'all have a cover, or if you have like a copy that's got a destroyed disc that you'd sell me for cheap, I'd be into that. This is another one. This is a second pressing of Moon Rappin'. Incredible. Brother Jack McDuff. This is on Blue Note. Incredible, like funky jazz record. I love this record so much. I already have this, so I'll be selling it. This is a first pressing of Monk's Dream. Really nice copy. This is I'm not sure if this is a first or second press. I've got to do some deep diving on it. It looks like an original. It definitely has like the feel of it. I know it's not like later. It's either a first year or second year. But this is the Thelonious Monk in San Francisco, and it is still sealed. Unbelievable. This is a Monk 5x5, which I've been looking for one of these for a long time. Every copy I get, somebody weasels me out of it. It makes me trade it or something. This is Thelonious himself. Most of these are very early pressings. I've not like gone through to make sure they're firsts. I'm just showing you. This is a first John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. This is an original stereo on Impulse. Absolutely beautiful record. I love this album. This is there's a lot of stuff like this, but this is just an example. Origin Rhythm, Art Blakey, and this is like a early 70s repress, but it's still sealed. This is an early 70s press of Lee Morgan, Search for a New Land. It's in great shape. It is a repress. This is Same thing, late 60s, early 70s, Donald Byrd Gravy Train, still sealed. This is Charlie Parker, All-Star Six Step. It's got Miles Davis on there. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a flip video. This video is going on longer than I wanted it to, but I really want to show you most of this stuff. In total, the collection, I got about 650 jazz records, and there's a little bit, maybe 5% of it is like funk soul. Most of it is the hard bop jazz, the stuff that everybody likes. There's no junk in here. It's all killer, no filler. There's no dollar bin stuff, nothing like that. I just wanted to pull, I just went through the boxes and pulled some stuff I know you guys would want to see. There's a ton more where this comes from. Like I said, there's 650 records in here, but these are some that I thought you guys would like to see, so check it out. A lot of Miles Davis right here. Just a lot of stuff. This is still sealed, original pressing with the hype sticker and everything. Incredible. This was partially sealed. That's still sealed. This one still sealed. These are tough to find in good conditions. Amazing. That's an original promo, Water Baby, still sealed. This is a original promo. It's not sealed, but man, actually I already have one of these. It's super, super clean. Just some Miles Davis comps. They're all still sealed. That one's not, but this is the Miles Davis plus 19. This is an original 6i, super clean. Miles Davis in Europe. This one's still sealed actually. Now we're getting to some John Coltrane. This is an original. You hardly ever see the original. They see a lot of reissues. So my favorite things. Yeah, tons and tons of Coltrane stuff. Giant Steps in the shrink. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Olay, still sealed. Not sure what pressing that is. Plays the Blues. This is an Alice Coltrane, still sealed. This is Chet Baker. I've got some Art Blakey. That's original with the green stereo label. Art Blakey and Thelonious Monk, incredible. Some of this Art Blakey's not a big deal, but still some. That one's still sealed. That one's still sealed. It's like a late 60s, early 70s. That one's still sealed. 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 So a lot of the stuff, if it looks like it's in the shrink, it's probably still sealed. This one's mono. That one's a stereo and it's still sealed. Got some more stuff, just Sonny Stitt, original pressing. This Grant Green, still sealed. It's like a live. This one's still sealed as well. It's Lee Morgan Charisma. All the Way, Genius. This is an original Nina Simone at Carnegie Hall, still sealed. Incredible. Tremendous amount of still sealed stuff in here. This one, this Grant Green is so good. This Thad Jones is the, I think it's I don't know, late 60s press, mid 60s, I don't know, it's a reissue. This is a cool funk record. It's just called Who Got the Funk. Gerson Mayfield. This Idris Muhammad is still sealed. This Bobby Humphrey's incredible. It's still sealed. A lot of this stuff's still sealed. So, some bunch of Lou Donaldson stuff. So yeah, Lonnie Liston Smith stuff. Just old Lonnie Smith there. And then, you know, this original Kenny Burrell. Some of the stuff's not a huge deal, but it's just kind of cool. I thought I'd pull it for you to see. There's a whole lot of CTI stuff in here, a ton of CTI stuff, which is nice, and most of the CTI stuff is still sealed, so these Wynton Kellys are really nice. Art Farmer, it's still in the shrink. Bill Evans on that one. Some more Monk. So this Bill Evans is in great shape. The original, that's like so it's a really cool one. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video, going through and sharing with the excitement with me on this jazz collection. And I just don't ever get really good jazz collections like this, and when I find any jazz, it's just exciting. You know, I'm not as into jazz as I am some other genres, but really get excited when I see stuff like this because I know it's going to make a lot of people happy. So if you haven't followed us, if you haven't hit subscribe on this, you know, on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Follow us. We buy collections all the time. Always find cool records, give recommendations, all that kind of thing. follow us on Instagram so you know we're putting this stuff out, and it'll be available for you, and Facebook and whatever else. We're on everything. So thanks y'all so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time.